also have Major Muhammad Ali Shah, who's joining us on the broadcast. Major Muhammad Ali Shah, of course, used to serve in the Assam Rifles. Major Shah, thank you so much for taking some time out and being with us on the broadcast. If I can just ask you, the Chief Minister is now saying that the AFSPA must be revealed. The debate around AFSPA and its repeal has been going on for some time now. So from where you see it, is it now time that the Armed Forces Special Powers Act is withdrawn from the northeastern states?
Okay, Paridi, I will, before I answer, I would like to say I respect the sentiments and the emotions of the Chief Minister, Mr. Nephew Rio, a very fine man who I know personally, who I've had the honor of meeting on several occasions. Because I have done an ADC tenure in Nagaland in Dimapur. So right from 2005 to 2008, we used to keep meeting very, very often. Now, having said that, I know for a fact that Armed Forces Special Power Act, it is a very, very controversial issue, especially people in disturbed areas like in Jammu Kashmir and Northeast. But let me tell you, it is very, very tactfully I'm speaking, as a soldier who has served there on ground. There's a lot of talk about Armed Forces Special Power Act to be repealed. But if you want soldiers to function, to do the job, it is not possible to actually remove Armed Forces Power Act completely from there. Yes, there can be amendments in the act.
Yes.
There's no denying that. Now, I had acted in a film called Heather, which was directed by Vishal Bhardwaj, and the whole film is again centric on Armed Forces Special Power Act, about how people in Kashmir were missing or whatever. So now I play a soldier in that again. Now there's a line over there where I see, which was not a dialogue from a movie, which is my own line. I used to believe in that with conviction when I was serving in the army, which said, "No militant, dead or alive, is worth my soldier's life." And when we actually believe that, a lot of human rights issues, yes, but nobody talks about the human rights of soldiers. In fact, very interestingly, I will tell you, when Colonel Biplab Tripathi, he was martyred of the commandant of 46 Assam Rifles in Shashanpur and Manipur. His 4 bodyguards, his 4 gunmen, part of the quick reaction team. One was a Konyak, rifleman Konyak from Lone, whose father you heard also speaking that I have given one son of mine to the nation. I have sacrificed him, and he has been very proud about that. So Konyaks are definitely very, very brave. It's a very, very good tribe, yes. But let me tell you, when we talk about what the Chief Minister is saying, the repeal of Armed Forces Special Power Act, let me tell you one more thing, just yesterday in the protest, there was a politician who went there in the protest, and he said that I went there to pacify the protesters, but despite seeing my party flag, I was being fired upon. Firstly, I would like to ask, what was that politician doing there in that time when so much of disturbance is going on? I would really request people over there to refrain from, I'm not saying everyone is doing it, but yes, there will be certain people, a certain element of people who will be actually playing politics on this issue. It is not the time of being, and it is not the time of whipping up people's emotions at the same time. My heart goes out to people who were killed, the innocent civilians who were killed. Some people say it's a war crime, some people say error. Well, a person who has served there on ground, I know Mon district like back of my hands. Whole area, when we talk about, I can visualize it so well before my eyes. Twin Sand, Mon, the entire area, Thiru, the entire area between Thiru and Oking, the road. In fact, I can tell you, Vijay Bhai is right here. He would be able to relate with me. He would have been on place on ground recently. It's not even built properly. The road doesn't even have a tar road. It's such a bumpy road over there. It's a kachi sadak, you can call it. Now, when we talk about repeal of Armed Forces Special Power Act over there, it's very easy to say it. Very easy. But let me tell you, in 1976, the Special Courts had passed this ruling. And once again, on 11 September 1958, this ruling, before that, was already in power. Now, Armed Forces Special Power Act also came to in Punjab, Chandigarh. In the year 1983, also the Armed Forces Special Power Act was came. But in 1997, almost 14 years later, it was revoked. When was it revoked? It was revoked when peace started coming into that area. It was not revoked when it was on the peak. It was revoked when actually things started. It's senseless to have Armed Forces Special Power Act in Delhi or Mumbai or Meerut or Allahabad or in a peace station. Now, this particular incident that took place, a very sad incident, has nothing to do, not even 0.1%, has nothing to do with Armed Forces Special Power Act. Armed Forces Special Power Act under Geneva Convention says that you have the power, the armed force has the power to arrest and to search anyone without an arrest warrant, without a search warrant, purely based on suspicion. But it does not say that you can go around killing people. No one gives anyone right to kill innocents, yes. So it is very easy to say, but very, 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 very difficult to actually implement on ground, Paraizi.
Major Shah, does the Act also not protect, the armed forces from trial? Does it also not, give them more protections than it would normally do? And isn't that something that, from where you see a little worrisome, especially given what has transpired in Nagaland day before yesterday?
Most certainly, it is very disturbing what transpired in Nagaland yesterday. And, I would like to tell my Naga brethren, please don't worry, we are with you all. We are all with you. And let me tell you, an ex-soldier is telling you all, Naga brethren, that I have full love for people from Northeast and I genuinely care for them and respect them. I celebrate I celebrate Motsu, I celebrate all the Naga. I am directly in touch right now with my village friends, my tribal friends who are there on ground. In fact, I am on WhatsApp with them right now. I was speaking to them. And let me tell you, all the goodwill that we had created, we had worked very hard. We had my commanding officer, Brigadier Gautam Ganguly, now he's a brigadier, that in Colonel Gautam Ganguly in Kohima, created such a goodwill that we were there. He said, the villagers over here, the locals should feel that the armed forces is not here to intimidate them, to scare them. They are here to protect them. So when the people, the villagers locally would see me in uniform with my weapon standing there, they would not feel at all one bit scared or intimidated by me. They would feel that we are there to protect them. We are friends of the hill people. But I am deeply pained when I see trolls coming in on social media saying that Assam Rifles, firstly, they are not of speculation. It's not very clear whether it was Special Forces, Assam Rifles, Army, who did the operation firstly. It's not very, very clear. As you said, rightly said, the statement is quite bizarre. So yes, it is a very, very it's a hazy statement in the sense that, they've called it an unfortunate incident, yes. But it is actually no one.
There are no details. Absolutely, the statement put out by the Assam Rifles doesn't really give us a lot to go by as far as the operation at least is concerned. So we're going to have to wait. The Home Minister also is going to be making a statement today in the Parliament. So all eyes are going to be on that. Special thanks to Major Muhammad Ali Shah for joining us on the broadcast and giving us a perspective on what exactly it is that could have transpired in Nagaland.